Este programa é patrocinado por Castrol EDGE.
Cristiano Ronaldo é um dos melhores futebolistas do mundo. O seu talento é hipnotizante.
He's really good technically, he's really fast.
He's an athlete, a complete athlete.
Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world.
Mas o que dá vantagem a Ronaldo sobre os outros jogadores? Para descobrir isso, ele veio a este laboratório de vanguarda, especialmente criado para o efeito, em Madrid. Aqui, no exclusivo mundial, peritos da ciência e do desporto vão analisar o que o torna uma máquina assim tão eficiente. O Ronaldo vai submeter-se a uma bateria de testes. Testes esses concebidos para determinar os diferentes pontos fortes do seu jogo.
It's amazing to see how my body works, so it's fun day.
Os resultados são reveladores e muitas vezes surpreendentes, à medida que Cristiano Ronaldo é testado ao limite. Ronaldo, testado ao limite. No laboratório de desporto, Cristiano Ronaldo enfrentará uma série de desafios como nunca enfrentou. Vai submeter-se a testes à força física, à capacidade mental, à técnica e, por fim, à perícia. A orientá-lo estará o consultor de futebol Andy Ansa. Ele juntou-se a cientistas de topo do desporto na esperança de descobrir os segredos por detrás da grande capacidade de Ronaldo. O primeiro dos 4 desafios diz respeito a um dos aspectos mais cruciais em campo: a força física. Com 40 golos numa época, Ronaldo é o melhor marcador de sempre da Liga Espanhola. É um dos mais rápidos no relevado. A força dos membros inferiores confere-lhe a aceleração que lhe permite aproximar-se mais da bola. E no futebol atual, todos os milímetros contam. Para testar o sprint de Ronaldo, Andy desenvolveu um desafio em 2 partes. Primeiro, um sprint de 25 metros em linha reta. Depois, um sprint de 25 metros em zigue-zague, para medir a velocidade e a agilidade. Para haver comparação, Ronaldo competirá com o velocista Ángel David Rodríguez. Rodríguez é campeão espanhol dos 100 metros. Mas como se comparará a Ronaldo nos 25 metros? Sensores de cronometragem de infravermelho vão mostrar os resultados ao segundo. O perito em biomecânica Neil Smith coordena o teste.
We want to see the different muscles and the different components that are used in order to find out who's quicker, a sprinter or a footballer.
Rodríguez é o primeiro.
Take your marks. Set.
How do we do, Neil?
Angel hit 3.31 seconds there, Andy.
Angel quality, different class.
It's fast.
What do you think Ronaldo will do?
Maybe the same, strong, accelerated.
You sure?
Yeah, I know.
A repetição em câmara lenta mostra que o arranque de Rodríguez é forte e explosivo e este atinge a velocidade máxima a menos de metade da distância.
All his movements are in a straight line, very linear, nothing from side to side at all. Everything is moving in front to back directions. No energy is wasted.
Rodríguez ergue bem os joelhos. Isso permite-lhe uma passada muito longa de 2,5 metros. O tempo que Ronaldo tem de bater é de 3,31 segundos.
Let's see what he's got. Come in, buddy. Let's get Ronaldo on the blocks. Okay, Neil.
Set.
Angel, come and join us. What was Ronaldo's time?
He's done well, Andy. He's got 3.61 seconds.
And what was Angel's time?
Angel clocked in at 3.31.
So that's 0.3 seconds.
0.3 difference.
Absolutely quality. Different class. Considering Angel's class as sprinter, that's not bad at all.
Ronaldo perdeu o sprint em linha reta por pouco. Com uma análise mais minuciosa, as razões tornam-se evidentes.
From a sprinter's point of view, Cristiano Ronaldo's technique isn't the best, but then Cristiano Ronaldo's not a sprinter.
É muito rápido a arrancar, mas tem um estilo bastante diferente.
He has to still think about the sprinting. That's where his head goes back. And if you go like this with your arms, the chances are behind you, your legs will be doing that also.
E isso significa erguer menos os joelhos.
Because of his usual increase in speed and decrease in speed during a game of soccer, his stride length is quite short and quite sharp, quite staccato, and only covers 1.7 metres per stride.
Num jogo de 90 minutos, Ronaldo corre normalmente mais de 10 km, mas raramente com sprints em linha reta. No futebol, a capacidade para mudar abruptamente de direção é essencial. Portanto, o percurso em zigue-zague foi pensado para reproduzir o que acontece num jogo.
How well do you think you'll do on the zigzag?
Me?
Yeah.
He kicks me.
let's go and do our thing. Come on, guys, let's give it a go.
Take your marks. Get set. Go.
Rodrigues também é muito rápido neste percurso. Contorna bem os postes, mantendo o equilíbrio, mesmo com o corpo quase num ângulo de 45 graus. Rodrigues completa o percurso em zigue-zague em 6,86 segundos.
So Ronaldo,
6.86 to beat.
What do you think?
Well, because this is my type of work, I use more this in the game than run in straight line. So this is more my profile, my style.
Perfect. Let's get him set. Okay. Good man.
Take your marks. Get set. Go.
Mais uma vez, o estilo de Ronaldo tem muito pouco em comum com o do velocista.
Okay, Angel, come and join us. So first of all, Neil, remind us of Angel's score.
Angel came in at 6.86 second.
6.86. And then Ronaldo's?
6.35.
So what's the difference there?
Almost half a second there, Andy. Almost half a second
Superb.
between.
Superb. Exactly what we was expecting from our footballer, correct?
Yeah. Well, what we're hoping there, you can see a very big difference between the straight line sprinting. We've got very long strides, nice high centre of gravity. Cristiano comes into his own here.
Yep.
We lower the centre of gravity. We enable ourselves to push off and accelerate sidewards. That centre of gravity nice and low. The knees are bent, the hips are bent, and the muscles are hopefully working at their optimum length.
Because this is my style, you know, I use this a lot in a pitch, so I guess that I'm more chances in this type of run that straight line.
Without a shadow of that, improved it.
When we look at the zigzag movements, we can see a way that Cristiano anticipates the change of direction coming into play. As Cristiano approaches, we see a lot of shorter steps. This is in stark contrast to what we see from Angel.
To change direction, he does something that probably most people wouldn't. They would almost drop down to the ground to change movement. Cristiano Ronaldo almost goes upright, goes taller.
Oh, look, he jumps into it with 2 feet this turn. Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go, there.
Yeah, we can see Angel using 1 foot there to break in one particular stride and to try and push off in the very next. Cristiano's decelerating using both feet.
Yeah.
Places his centre of gravity inside the line of his foot,
Yep.
and away he goes. It's almost like he uses 1 foot primarily
Yeah.
for taking the braking force, as we see that inside
Yeah.
foot there. Then the outside foot is more for the acceleration
Yeah.
force.
And Cristiano places approximately 5 body weights worth of force through that outside foot towards the next turn.
So in what we're seeing now is he's multi-talented. That's a given anyway with Cristiano Ronaldo. But the way his body works and the way it's built and all the different components that he uses when sprinting affords him the ability to maybe perform in terms of an athletic sprint at the very, very highest level.
Yeah, he's up there. We've seen his speed is up there. We've seen the movement and the agility is up there. He can change direction quickly. He can accelerate and decelerate whilst he's still concentrating on the game.
Ronaldo venceu por uma margem considerável. O seu tempo no sprint em zigue-zague foi de 6,35 segundos. A capacidade de virar em velocidade coloca-o em vantagem. Para isso, é necessária força muscular. Antes do próximo teste, os músculos de Ronaldo vão ser medidos para se determinar se existe algo de invulgar.
Okay, Ronaldo, this is Luis.
Hi.
So we want to look at your body. We want to check everything out. What makes Ronaldo special? Okay?
Okay.
Isto é um scanner corporal 3D topo de gama. O aparelho usa um raio laser para criar um perfil visual do formato exterior do corpo e indica medidas exatas como a altura, 185,1 centímetros, e o perímetro do peito, 109 centímetros. Ronaldo tem uma musculatura seca e bem definida. Tem menos 3% de gordura corporal que uma supermodelo. O perímetro das coxas é de 61,7 centímetros, muito acima da média, mas os gêmeos são menos desenvolvidos. E o scan revela um facto sobre o seu tamanho que surpreende Ronaldo.
Mais à esquerda?
A la izquierda, sí, sí. Eso es lo que te dice esto.
A diferença nos gêmeos não atrapalhou Ronaldo. Aliás, as dimensões do seu corpo explicam em parte o seu sucesso. Tem as pernas longas de um velocista, a constituição seca de um corredor de meia distância e as coxas fortes de um saltador. O que o distingue é o facto de ter todos esses atributos num só corpo. Tal como o motor é afinado, Ronaldo melhorou consideravelmente a sua força física nos últimos anos. Aumentou a taxa de vitórias no ar de 40% para mais de 66%. Salta mais alto que muitos dos adversários. A seguir, será testada a capacidade explosiva de salto de Ronaldo.
Here we are. Okay, Ronaldo, this is the high jump. Now explain to us how this works.
What we're going to get you to do is a test of lower body power. The higher you jump, the more powerful your legs are going to be. So we're going to place you on the mat. We're going to instruct you to jump as high as possible, give it your maximal effort, and try and land back on the mat again.
Este tapete é um sensor de pressão muito sensível que mede a força da chamada.
And the key thing is having his hands on his hips, correct?
We're going to try not to use the arms as an extra counterbalance.
So that's why we do this, so that he can't use his arms as elevation.
So
It's
we're
just
trying
about
to
the legs.
Concentrate just on explosive
Okay.
leg power. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
O resultado surpreende. Ronaldo só salta 44 centímetros, perto da média, com uma força que corresponde a 1,5 vezes o peso do seu corpo. Algo está mal.
So now, this is the thing. You don't jump like that in a game.
Yeah.
We have to make it relevant to football.
Of course, if you jump with free hands,
Yeah.
it's better. You jump
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
then you're quite limited.
So can you also register that? If I get Ronaldo to jump, if he comes in and jumps up off one foot and lands...
We'll get the impact of the pressure as he hits the pressure plate.
Let's try that. Let's try that.
3, 2, 1, go.
Agora, os resultados são muito diferentes. A força física de Ronaldo permite-lhe saltar 78 centímetros, acima da média de um basquetebolista da NBA. A força da chamada corresponde a quase 5 vezes o peso corporal, ou seja, 5G, a força que um astronauta suporta na descolagem. Mas o mais intrigante é o que Ronaldo faz no ar.
When he jumps high, he tucks his knees and his legs up behind under his buttocks. This has the effect of raising the centre of gravity temporarily, but enables him to give this impression of hanging in the air, ready for him heading the ball into the goal.
Excellent.
Good, good, good. Awesome, Ronaldo. Let's move on to our next test.
Very hard because you have to give 100% everything that you involve.
A distribuição da massa muscular e a força física de Ronaldo contribuem para as suas capacidades. Mas o próximo conjunto de testes revelará a importância da capacidade mental para o jogo. E os resultados são impressionantes. Pela primeira vez, Cristiano Ronaldo está a ser observado ao microscópio. Cientistas do desporto estão a testar as componentes que fazem dele um dos melhores futebolistas do mundo. A sua força física já foi testada, mas agora os cientistas vão testar a sua capacidade mental. Quanto do sucesso do Ronaldo advém do que a sua mente faz em campo?
He has as well a little bit air of arrogance, you know, that believe that he is the number one. First, it comes from the fact that you know you can. Deeply inside himself, he knows that if he wants, he can pass anybody.
If you are strong mentally, the quality is coming natural. So I always try to be focused in my game, and my mental is quite good.
Para descobrir como a capacidade mental de Ronaldo contribui para o seu desempenho, os cientistas vão testar a sua noção de espaço. Estão a colocar-lhe sensores de movimento ocular que revelarão para onde olha quando joga.
Okay, left one.
Os aparelhos são controlados pelo especialista John Ward.
And up to the top. Perfect. That's good.
A coordenar este teste estará a psicóloga desportiva Zoe Wimshurst.
With Ronaldo, he's going to be using all of his senses pretty much while he's playing. Probably around between 80 and 90% of the information that he's taking in will be coming through his eyes.
Durante este teste, Ronaldo tentará impedir que Andy se apodere da bola. E a tecnologia revelará como o faz.
So John, the eye tracker, explain to us exactly how this works.
Okay, so you're both wearing equipment where we have a camera looking at the eye, and it uses infrared light to reflect from the eye. This picks up an image, and we have a camera at the front here that looks at what you're seeing, so yourself and Cristiano. The software will then match those two together. We'll see exactly what you guys are looking at.
Fantastic, let's do this thing. Okay, let's see if you can keep that ball 5 seconds away from me. Play. That's good 5 seconds. That's a good 5 seconds. That is quality.
Não há dúvida que os pés de Ronaldo são rápidos e eficazes. Mas que papel desempenha a sua mente nestas capacidades? O sensor ocular revela resultados intrigantes. Na repetição, o ponto vermelho mostra para onde Ronaldo está a olhar.
You'd expect a lot of players to be focused on the ball the whole time. With Ronaldo, he did look at the ball a fair amount of time, but he was much more looking around, looking at the defender and taking in the information from his body, and also scanning for the spaces beyond the defender.
Andy, por outro lado, não pode deixar de olhar para a bola porque não tem a mesma capacidade de prever para onde ela vai.
To actually see what's going on, we need to slow it down to 1/3 of actual speed. That's how fast Cristiano is, so he didn't have much of a chance, I'm afraid.
Thanks.
In 8 seconds, he pulled 13 moves on you. Okay, and we're not just talking kicks of the ball, we're talking step overs, spins. Oh, it was beautiful. So you can see here on the gaze data, you can see he's concentrating on the ball, but what you'll see, and the interesting thing, is when he wants to go past you and looking how you're moving, he's predicting where you're sort of going to be, he's looking for movement in the hips to sort of plan his next move.
So he looks at the ball, then he looks at where I move, and then he executes his trick.
You see it comes in, looks at your foot, looks to the other one, up to the hip. Really accurate, precise, sharp movements. And then when we look to watching you, you're mostly trying to follow the ball, which means you're only ever going to be able to react to where the ball is moving rather than anticipate in advance anything that he's going to do. So you're always going to be that one step behind. And also your eye movement you can see is much more all over the place.
Well, this looks more like a pinball where my eye's going. He's locked in.
You're constantly chasing him, basically.
And I bet if you asked him, you probably wouldn't know what it was that he was looking at. It's all in his subconscious. He knows where he's picking up the information that's going to best help him. And without even thinking about it, he's looking for those angles of your hips, your knee and your foot. And obviously it's working pretty well for him.
So that's just second nature to him?
Yeah.
A capacidade subconsciente de Ronaldo vem de milhares de horas de treino que lhe preencheram a mente com tantas variações do jogo que, na altura do desafio, ele age sem pensar ou olhar para a bola.
He is effectively a scholar of football. It's the same way as studying any other subject, learning a new language, anything like that. You build up experience, you learn the basic rules of grammar in the different words that are available to you. So in football terms, that's going to be the skills, then putting them into a match situation. And so as you become more fluent in the language, you don't need to think about it as much.
A vasta experiência de Ronaldo permite-lhe interpretar o jogo intuitivamente em condições normais. Mas e em condições anormais? Conseguirá Ronaldo marcar golo com as luzes apagadas na escuridão total?
Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to have Andy feeding the balls in as if it's a cross, and then sometime in the ball flight, the lights are going to go black, so you won't be able to see anything at all. We're expecting you to be able to put the ball in the goal. That's what we're hoping will happen. We're hoping that you'll have picked up some advanced cues from Andy's body position, the shapes, the positioning of his feet and his hips, and therefore will be able to tell exactly where the ball's going to go and get yourself in the right position, even though you can't see it.
Okay.
Para enfrentar Ronaldo neste teste aparentemente impossível, temos um futebolista amador chamado Ronald.
Come and join me, Ronald. Ronaldo. So we've got Ronald in here, same age as you, roughly the same height. We're going to use Ronald as a comparison and see how he reacts doing this same test.
Ronald é o primeiro.
Dark! Light! Light!
O que revela a câmara de visão noturna. Ronald falha completamente a bola. Talvez não seja de espantar, mas será que Ronaldo se sairá melhor?
I hope to do once.
Dark! Light!
Hey, that's one straight in the bag.
A repetição da câmara de visão noturna mostra a diferença no desempenho de Ronaldo. Para confirmar que não foi apenas sorte, é feito outro cruzamento.
Dark! Light!
Love that.
Be careful.
Na repetição,
How hard is that?
It's difficult because it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Because you are focusing the ball, and after no light, you have to try to memorize the ball.
o tempo de reação humano é de cerca de 200 milésimos de segundo. E aos 500 milésimos de segundo, o subconsciente Ronaldo interpretou a linguagem corporal de Andy, determinou a direção da bola, calculou a sua velocidade e trajetória e programou o corpo para a atingir no momento ideal.
It's almost as if they're doing maths in their head, even though they wouldn't be able to describe it to you. You could see from their performance that Ronaldo saw the first part of the ball flight information. He'd picked up information from Andy kicking the ball and was able to move his body into the correct position. This is because he's processed the information, he has experience of where the ball is likely to go, he's able to analyse all that as it's coming towards him and therefore connect successfully with the ball.
Love that.
Ronald, on the other hand, doesn't have the same level of experience. He would have watched the ball flight. It's likely that he will just have had his eyes on the ball instead of picking up any information from Andy himself. And then when the lights go down and it's black, he's kind of stranded in no man's land a little bit and just has to do his best to react, but is naturally going to struggle with that.
Até agora, as luzes foram apagadas com a bola no ar. Mas agora serão apagadas quando o Andy cruzar. Será Ronaldo capaz de marcar apenas com base na linguagem corporal de Andy?
Here you go, we'll get one. We good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, Ronaldo.
Dark. Light.
Light. Aye. Ronaldo, quality. What was that, a shoulder? Back. Great finish, great finish. That That was a great finish.
This is great, because I imagine the ball is coming. I scared to go with the face, so I go with half chest, half shoulder, and then put the ball inside.
Quality, great finish. So Zoe, tell me, how difficult is that? I mean, the last one, when we adjusted the time of the lighting.
Yeah, it's so difficult. They've done studies like this using computer simulations, so you watch it on a computer and just have to say where the ball's going, and from them they can see that elite athletes can tell much earlier where the ball's coming from, but to have to actually produce a physical response when a ball is flying at you, then it's really good skills, amazing.
Top man, that's ledge.
Thank you.
I was dreading I was going to hit you in your face with one of them balls. That was my worst fear.
O teste prova que Ronaldo consegue uma tarefa quase impossível. Toma decisões depressa com base em pouca informação porque, no subconsciente, é um perito na ciência envolvida.
Ronaldo can tap into that knowledge, tap into his memory banks, and he can then use that to help him.
So what you're saying, despite the location, because it's the first time being here, he's still recalling the pictures, what he's done previous before, and on other locations, maybe in matches and in training, and he's recalling all those messages, and then his brain saying, this is the execution.
Exactly, and that's kind of the whole point of people training. Even though they can't train in a match environment, they can still take their experiences from the training ground, put it into practice in the match, take things from one match and utilise it in another, and even utilise things in a really strange situation like we've got here. In terms of the match, this means that instead of having to track the ball completely onto his foot, he could be scanning to see where the goalkeeper is, if there's any movement there, so he can then place his shot past where the goalkeeper might be.
Well, it's base of my success is to improve myself all the time. So this is why I'm one of the best players in the world.
A seguir é testada a técnica de Ronaldo e os cientistas dissecarão a sua arma mais formidável, a que os guarda-redes mais temem: o remate. Os cientistas estão a debruçar-se sobre o corpo de Ronaldo para descobrir o que o torna um dos melhores futebolistas do mundo. Até agora, examinaram a sua força física e extraordinária capacidade mental. Os próximos testes investigarão a sua incrível técnica. Será isso que lhe dá vantagem? Os remates de Ronaldo são tão famosos como eficazes. São rápidos, precisos e imprevisíveis. A sua taxa de sucesso é 3 vezes superior à média. Mais ninguém domina a sua técnica. Resta saber como remata.
It's a Portugal-Brazilese free kick because yes, this ball goes up and down, and that makes it extraordinarily difficult for the goalkeepers.
It's really dangerous when you shoot the free kicks. Cristiano Ronaldo's style is like a punch on the ball.
Ronaldo has probably got one of the most efficient power application models of kicking that there is in terms of the amount of effort that he puts in and the return he gets on the ball speed.
Para descobrir como ele consegue isso, os cientistas vão analisar o seu remate em pormenor.
What we're going to do now is put reflective markers all over your body so the cameras can pick up all your movement, and we can see in 3D, we can see all your movement, how you move, how your technique is when you strike a ball, okay? So let's apply the markers on him now.
Okay, we're going to go for a full body marker set here. Essentially what we're looking for is we've got 10 infrared cameras that are going to sample 300 times a second. And hopefully what we get then is a 3-dimensional reconstruction of exactly what happens during your kick.
Este processo chama-se captura de movimento em 3D. É usado pelos animadores de jogos de computador, mas é a primeira vez que serve para analisar o remate de Ronaldo.
The most important bits, of course, are going to be on the leg, so we can then identify just how fast his leg is travelling. So we put these clusters on this part here. Stick this down.
So that's for the joint. Yeah. How often will you do free kick practices in terms of practicing your technique?
Depends, 1 time per week.
Once a week? You just do it after training, just repeat it?
Yeah. 25 balls, 30.
20, 35 balls?
Yeah.
Do you generally do it with a goalkeeper in there?
Yeah, with goalkeepers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful.
Okay. So now we're going to do your free kicks. But I'm not going in goal. We've got your former teammate, Jersey Durdek.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Hi, Chris. I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Good man.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get set.
Andy montou o laboratório com a baliza a 20 metros de distância. Primeiro, Ronaldo marcará um livre com a técnica que usa para fazer a bola sobrevoar uma barreira de defesas.
Okay, Ronaldo. And play.
Pode acabar no piscar de olhos ou, mais concretamente, em 900 milésimos de segundo. Mas o que acontece durante esse tempo é fascinante. Para a bola descrever uma curva, Ronaldo tem de a atingir no ponto certo.
This is something that is achieved by hitting the ball off the centre of mass. So we're hitting it almost to the side of the ball and using the inside of our foot to wrap around that ball and generate spin. Once we've generated the spin, this creates a difference in pressure between the inside of the ball and the outside of the ball, and will tend to push the ball towards the direction of low pressure. Hopefully then this curves over the top of the wall and the keeper won't see the ball until the last minute.
A precisão é extraordinária. Ele faz a bola rodar sobre um eixo vertical perfeito e esta desvia-se da sua trajetória normal a direito, em mais de 3 metros. Mas Ronaldo é, talvez, mais famoso pelo seu devastador remate em força.
If we then take a look at the way Cristiano hits his knuckleball, this is a free kick where very little spin is imparted to the ball.
Play.
What we then get is a contact more towards the ankle joint centre. This, of course, is going to generate less spin to the ball.
Atingir o centro da bola sem a fazer girar coloca-a numa trajetória em linha reta. Porém, no último segundo, a bola desvia-se da rota.
It's a really danger for the keepers because it's impossible to understand the trajectory of the ball.
He hits it with the laces, and the ball floats as well. So it has a double effect. It comes down very late, but during the whole move of the kick, it moves sideways.
If the ball spinning, it's easier. Difficult to catch, but easier to understand the trajectory.
Tudo depende da aerodinâmica e o segredo do remate em força de Ronaldo está nas costuras. Quando a bola gira depressa, estas não provocam qualquer efeito. Mas quando não gira, podem colher o vento de um lado e não do outro. É o suficiente para fazer a bola desviar-se.
The slight movement of the ball in the air can generate the movement of the seams to generate a turbulence that varies from one side to the other side of the ball, makes it almost impossible for the keeper to react into which way it's going to move first.
How does it feel being a goalkeeper when he strikes the ball straight on?
This strike is very hard to read, obviously. The ball flies like a balloon, you know, it goes left, right, up and down.
Because the ball moves around, they can't, you know,
really
save bad or the finger, you understand? It's difficult because the ball moves a lot.
I think sometimes it makes goalkeepers scared when, you know, when you see Cristiano coming.
Brilliant, well done, Josie.
So this is what Dudek would have seen in goal. This is perhaps the cues that he might get to pick up on.
The amount of weight and pressure on the standing foot before he strikes with his right foot, that's got to be huge.
It's fairly large. We're talking round about 30 stone going through his foot there.
So how come the bones don't break?
As you saw before as well, very, very strong musculature. He flexes that leg slightly on impact. As we then come towards this point here, all the energy that we've stored in this segment around the pelvis and around the thigh then gets translated through the knee. That power flows through the knee to whip through to the ball. Very much if you imagine like a cowboy with a whip. He moves his arm and then stops it. The end of the whip goes so fast. Ronaldo moves his thigh very fast, then stops it, and the end of the foot comes through so quick.
Analisando o pontapé de frente, torna-se claro que a postura de Ronaldo também é decisiva.
I have a phrase that I call the pillar, which is basically the crutch to the top of your head. If that pillar is straight, and it is with Ronaldo, particularly on his spot kicking, and his legs are an extension of that line, even though you might tilt it on its side, okay, there is still that flexion type of movement. Coupled that with the fact that his body moves through the ball, you've got a pretty potent power model there.
Mas que velocidade é que essa força gera? Andy concebeu um teste invulgar para descobrir. Com base num episódio da infância de Ronaldo, são colocados 6 painéis de vidro, junto a um medidor de velocidade. Ronaldo vai rematar para este alvo de vidro.
What was it like as a kid smashing windows?
Well, when I'm a kid, I think I'm break just one glass of one neighbor. It was very, very big problem because when I'm arriving home, my mom kicked my ass.
This is the perfect situation where you can smash glass and everyone's happy.
No, it's okay. No, it's not a problem. Nobody gonna kick my ass, so I'm happy.
As much power as possible so we can smash them glasses. Ronaldo, this is your chance to take your free kick with no restrictions. Nothing at all is going to hold you back. That's mad. Look at that. I'm going to take 3. 3 taken out.
Que velocidade foi registada?
What we wanted to do is see just how fast that ball speed actually was. This is pure, unadulterated maximum speed. And we can see we took our readings from the ball here, and we're hitting round about 35 metres a second, or that will translate into 80 miles an hour.
80 miles an hour?
80 miles an hour, yeah.
That's ferocious.
O remate de Ronaldo é um dos mais rápidos do mundo. Decide jogos e é um dos seus pontos fortes. Uma imagem de marca que envolve uma técnica única e invulgar.
The rest?
Want to do the rest? Let's take the rest out. Hey, Ronaldo.
It's better.
That felt better, huh?
Yeah.
Look at the damage here. Just here. Look at the damage done there. Straight through. Let's clear this area. Let's clear this.
Finito.
But that's the only time you don't get in trouble for smashing glass.
No último desafio, Ronaldo terá de aplicar todas as suas capacidades num incrível teste à sua perícia. O talento de Cristiano Ronaldo está a ser analisado como nunca. Até agora, foram examinadas a sua força física, capacidade mental e técnica. Porém, há um aspecto do jogo de Ronaldo que ainda falta testar. A sua perícia estonteante.
One of Cristiano Ronaldo's biggest strengths is how quickly he's able to move his feet.
O laboratório foi reconfigurado para formar um percurso de 25 metros, com a meta num extremo. O desafio é Ronaldo correr com a bola de um lado para o outro. Mas contra si terá uma equipa de atiradores furtivos com armas com mira de laser. Estes vão tentar disparar sobre a bola. O percurso está dividido em 3 secções e, à medida que Ronaldo passa de uma para a outra, o número de atiradores aumenta.
Final test, Sniper's Alley. This is how it's going to work. When they hit the ball, it will make this noise. You're going to hear that.
Okay.
When they miss, you'll hear this. I fully expect you to make it from the beginning to the end without a sniper getting you.
Okay.
Okay, let's give it a go.
Fazer o percurso sem que os lasers se fixem na bola refletora é um desafio muito complicado. Ronaldo terá de ser rápido e, além disso, driblar de forma que os atiradores não consigam prever. Conseguirá fintar os raios laser?
Okay, Ronaldo, the final test. 3, 2, 1.
Secção 1.
Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Good, good, good. Keep going, good, good.
Bola atingida.
And go on, go. Keep going. Good, keep going. Good.
Agora a segunda secção.
Go, keep going. Good.
Terceira secção.
Good. And finish. Quality. How hard is that?
Difficult.
One shot. Only one got you then.
One rabbit.
One rabbit. Tremendous. What's the hardest thing? It's just not standing still.
Yes, most of the times I dribble and I go forward. But here you have to stay around, which is more difficult.
It's a lot more difficult.
And I think it's more easy for them.
Usually you'd move a lot quicker in terms of go away.
No, it's just I give opportunity to them to give a shot.
You're being fair, playing it fair.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Como conseguiu ele concluir o percurso quase incólume?
When Cristiano was doing the test with the snipers, we see a lot of very good, very impressive close work with the ball. A lot of skills on show. He manages to combine a Cruyff turn with rolling the outside of his foot over the top of the ball, swivelling back round, then drops his centre of gravity, knocks the ball from his feet and accelerates away, leaving his opponent for dead. If we watch something such as the step over, we'll see that the timing of the step over occurs at just the right time to make the opponent think that he's going to move one way before offering them the signal to move the other. But the key is that fast foot movement, lots of little touches and keeping the ball moving.
It was really amazing to see that he managed to perform so well in a situation that he wouldn't necessarily have been in ever before, but he could still keep control, keep his beliefs nice and positive. There will have been no thoughts of failure, no thoughts of what happens if I lose control. That just wouldn't even enter his head at all. It's complete belief in what he's going to do and remaining positive the whole time.
Some people dance over the ball, but he don't move the ball. He moves the ball and he dances over the ball. It's difficult for the opponents to stop him. The ball is like a rabbit. It's impossible to shoot the ball.
Amazing, Ronaldo. How you found the test today?
Well, for me, it's a fantastic day to see how my body works. We to do tests, what we did. I think it's amazing. So it's great for me. Thank you for the opportunity. I try to improve much better.
There's not much more you can improve on. It's been a great day of test. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good man.
O trabalho de pés de Cristiano Ronaldo é, talvez, o principal fator da sua ascensão ao lugar de um dos melhores marcadores da história. Mas estes testes revelaram como o seu corpo é crucial na eficácia em campo.
One of the most impressive things about him was his strength and his power. I think this is what sets him apart, alongside that high level of skill he has, and something that other players find it very, very hard to replicate.
A sua força física contribui de forma significativa para todo o seu desempenho. Mas a sua técnica permite-lhe gerar o máximo de força.
It's the mental strength that he shows to be able to perform in front of huge crowds under massive amounts of pressure, but also the decision-making processes that he has to make constantly while he's on the pitch.
We often forget how big an athlete Ronaldo is. And we often forget that this guy delivers between 50 and 65 games per season. And that's in an offensive position as a striker. That's absolutely exceptional. Some players can do it in training but cannot deliver it in the big games. Ronaldo can. And that's why he goes in the category of the great players.
O que coloca Ronaldo em vantagem sobre tantos outros jogadores é o facto de ser bom em todos os aspectos da sua modalidade. E é esse o segredo do seu desempenho vitorioso.
My strength is to do the right things, to eat good, to sleep well, to training well, and to improve myself in the football. I do it always things to focus for the football.